figured I'd film my intro. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Makeup Forever Stick Foundation and the e.l.f. Camouflage Concealer. And I'm going to be going throughout the day showing you how the makeup wears and lasts, the things I'm having problems with, what it's good at, and all that stuff. I did one of these videos about 2 years ago actually, and it got really great feedback, and I thought it was a great video to just show you guys like how my skin works with different foundations and like what's worth it and stuff. And both of these products are like both under $10, crazy affordable. So I hope you guys like this video, and just keep watching if you want to see how the foundation applies and wears throughout the day. Okay, so if I look up the foundation stick on Ulta's website and see the claims, there's like nothing here. Where did I just... all it says is it comes in a variety of shades. Foundation just got faster, available in multiple shades and a range of undertones. Makeup Revolution's fast base stick foundation quickly perfects contours and highlights your complexion. So it doesn't really tell me what skin type it's for, if it's for dry or oily. It doesn't tell me the coverage. But it does retail for $9, and this is pretty much what it looks like. It actually has like a nice packaging for like a Makeup Revolution. Like, this is cute, right? And she's $9, so I have the shade F12 here, which that's pretty dark. But I got this one because the first time I picked it up, I got F8, and that was like way too light for my skin tone. So sometimes I mix them, but honestly I feel like I'm pretty dark, so I might just go in with F12. And then for the concealer, I have the new e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer, and I got mine in the shade Medium Beige. Okay, so this is a $5 concealer, and it comes in, I feel like 80% of their shades are like a version of pale white shades, and then they have 2 dark shades, so their range isn't that great. It says e.l.f. Cosmetics most full coverage long wearing formula ever. Camouflage those pesky spots and under eye circles with this high coverage, crease resistant 16-hour wear camo concealer. This dreamy, creamy formula glides on to help conceal dark circles and blemishes, and can also be used to highlight and contour the face. That's a good review, e.l.f. So I have the shade Medium Beige, which honestly is all I could find when I went and got my concealer. And also I've been using a concealer that's just way too dark or way too light for my under eyes, so I figured I would pick this one up. And I've been using her, and I really do like her, so I want to show you guys how she wears also. I don't usually wear like a primer or a base under my foundation because I get asked this all the time, because my dermatologist has told me that like that clogs the pores and is really bad for you long term. So I stopped using primer or primer-like things a long time ago. So anyway, I'm gonna just start this off, and I'm gonna just, I don't know, should I use the concealer? Let's use the concealer on, let's use the concealer on the blemishes or like dark scar patches I have on this side of my face. And then on this side of my face, let's just see how the coverage of just the foundation stick is. Okay, so for this, I really have no clue where my concealer brush went, so I'm gonna just use my foundation brush to buff this in. One thing that I have noticed is that like the review had said, or like the claims had said, that you can use this to contour as well. The only thing with this, yeah, to highlight and contour the face, the only thing is this stuff really does dry fast. Look at, like, I can't even buff it on my forehead anymore, and the forehead was like the last place that I even put it. So it does dry really fast. So you know how when you like highlight and stuff and you just like go put all these creams on your face and then you go and buff them, like this sets so fast that I wouldn't really do that, and I would just work a little bit at a time. But that did a good job concealing. So anyway, now I'm going to go in with the foundation, and like I said, I'm going to use F12, which is pretty dark, but I'm thinking that it will match pretty well. I have been using this foundation with a mattifying foundation in my T-zone because I think that this might be getting me really oily, but I'm not sure. We're going to find out today. So I'm going to just drag a few lines down my face. See, I can't, it looks a little dark for my face, but I feel like it matches my neck. But anyway, so I'm going to just start like that, and then I can add the lighter one if I feel the need to. Also, because this is a stick foundation, it's obviously pretty thick, like, look at it. So I personally wouldn't use a sponge just because you're gonna be here all day. Like, this is a thick foundation, it's gonna need to get blended out really, really well. I would just use a foundation brush. This is the Real Techniques buffing brush that I always use, and it does a great job, and I know e.l.f. has great brushes also. Okay, so now I'm putting this towards the T-zone, which is what I've been scared to do because I think it's getting me oily, but yeah, it does not want to cover this little spot over here. So let's do the side of the face where I've pretty much already concealed all the spots on my face. As I'm buffing this into my skin, I just wanted to mention that I just looked at how much is in this foundation stick, like how much product you actually get, and it's 0.21 ounces, which honestly is pretty bad. I mean, I guess it's a stick, so they can only put so much in here, but the average foundation, like your Too Faced foundation, your L'Oreal, all that is an ounce. It's always 1 ounce. It's like standard foundation, so 0.21. That means I would need like almost 5 of these to equal 1. But, I mean, I've been using it for a few weeks and I haven't run out, but maybe, yeah, this one's pretty new. So maybe just because of like the coverage and stuff, like you won't need to get one as much. I don't really know. But that's how much product is in here. I'm just going to go around and try and give these little areas another little go. And this side definitely looks better with the concealer under it, I think. But I'm going to just see how she builds. Okay, I'm not mad about that. I think that looks pretty good. She looks a little dewy, like she has a glow. I see a little highlight, like a little glow here. I'm trying to see. It sits pretty nice on my forehead. There's no like dry patches or anything it's clinging to. My pores look okay, like nothing major there. I'm not mad about this at all yet. And I think it blends down the neck pretty nice. I think that's a good shade for me, I think. So now I'm going to use the concealer, and I'm just going to go on in. And for this, I am going to use, I don't know where my brush went, but I am going to use, so for the concealer, I'm going to just pop her right there, and I'm going to just use a little bit because this is some thick coverage. Also, this is a little bit to me because I have like some serious dark circles. But I'm going to use my little beauty blender and blend her because she's so drying and thick. If I wet it a little bit, it'll help it spread out and blend a little bit easier. And then I always just take a little brush on the inner part of the eye so that it actually conceals the whole eye and gets into those little cracks and crevices. Also, I just wanted to mention, I feel like, this concealer says no creasing, yeah, crease resistant. that doesn't mean that like it's not gonna go into the creases that you have under your eye. Like obviously everyone has like a little crease or like wrinkles a little bit under their eye. That doesn't mean that it's gonna not show those. It just means that throughout the day it won't add more. I feel like some people are like, oh, I still see my creases. Like, it's not Botox. It's just supposed to conceal darkness. Okay, so that's pretty much the concealer on. I think that it did such a good job, honestly. I think also, it doesn't say this, and I've heard someone else say this too, it seems to be like self-setting, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't really seem to need like a powder. It seems to kind of like, yeah, like once it's under there, it's dry, which is like kind of what I said about working fast with it. I don't have a lighter shade. If I did, I would kind of use that maybe to highlight a little bit. But other than that, I am going to set the face just because I am oily and I would set any foundation. And then I will come back when my makeup is done and we will go out and start the check-ins. Okay guys, so I literally just finished my makeup and I'm trying to get like the good light. I'm sitting in my driveway. And oh yeah, there we go. So you can see everything's looking pretty good. Everything went on pretty smoothly. Only thing is like I'm kind of getting a little bit of creasing on my forehead and my pores don't look like great. But other than, what the heck, son? Other than that, like I think everything is pretty much okay. I'm heading out to just get some work done at a coffee shop. It is 2:30 p.m. I'm not really doing much today, which is kind of why I'm doing this video. So sorry if I'm like totally not even looking, whatever. So we will see how she goes. She's been out for about an hour now, and yeah, everything like blended nice and smoothly. Concealer is honestly looking great, and so yeah, I'm not mad about anything yet. Okay, so it's about 4 o'clock, and I wasn't gonna do a check-in now, but I've noticed some creasing right here under my jaw, and that like my nose is getting a little bit oily. Let me see if I can show you. Right there. I'm just creasing a little bit, and then it kind of is settling into like little like pores around my upper lip. Can you tell? But other than that, forehead's doing okay. Concealer looks banging. And I don't really see any other problems. I'm trying to... Everything is still pretty matte. I am waiting for it to get a little bit... Sorry, okay, there we go. I'm waiting for it to get oily. You can see my highlight. But I'm not really... Like, you can see the oil. Look at the oil around my nose right now. You know, and the forehead's got a little gleam to it, but nothing like... I'm like, nothing major. So... yeah, that's it for right now. I'm currently in my bathroom right now, and it is about 9:30. And I just wanted to show you guys that there's a lot of oil coming through, no doubt. And you can see, oh yeah, up on like the mustache area and the pore area, we're definitely getting a little oily. Okay, so honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel like this feels thick or like dumb oily where it's like to the point where I just like can't use it. I'm gonna grab a paper towel and just like blot the oils and see what we are looking like. Press on the forehead. Oh my god. I usually do this anyway, no matter what foundation I'm wearing, but this is a lot. I think that's lipstick, so just look at like, oh yeah, you can see the oils there. And then I also want to go underneath my neck and chin and just, yeah. We're definitely oily, no doubt. Definitely some oils coming off there, but honestly, even just like with blotting, I feel like that's made it better. So my final thoughts are I really don't hate this foundation. I really don't see like that much of a problem with it. I would just use more of a mattifying powder or more of a like a different foundation on the T-zone. Other than that, let me zoom in on like the concealer also. I honestly think this concealer is perfect. Like I really think that like as a concealer underneath the eyes, it looks amazing. But other than that, yeah, I would totally recommend this foundation for $9. I think that it's an amazing deal, and you can definitely mix and match the shades and also just like try and work it in with your other foundations. But yeah, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one.